Well, welcome back to Friedenberg Court after we had some technical difficulties. The best computer engineer I have seen besides Mr. Brooks Holloway. I know Brooks Holloway's listening. He's like, man, he put Robert Jones above me, but Robert Jones got that thing working in 1 minute after the computer crash. So
TribeTV's got a great staff. And while we were off, it looks like the Indians have a 3-point lead as of right now.
Oak Hill was surprised by that. Coach Berner was like, why did you take that? But luckily it went in.
And tied it up for Oak Hill there on that shot.
Campbell will look. Go to Williams. Williams will throw it away.
Very good pass by Williams, a little bit too late.
Ball control is key for the Indians. It's getting a little bit more sloppy.
Oak Hill threw up a real wild shot, and the Indians got lucky.
That's one thing you do not need if you're an Indian, to play sloppy.
Yeah. And I think if they play play how they're supposed to play, I think the Indians can really stay with this game.
A nice board by Dakota Ansel. Don't know how that went up and in, but he got to go in, so.
Call that a cheapie, but I like it. Hey, nice pressure by Ansel.
Yeah, nice. A little bit of a tip, and the three-point shot by Hartz is down good.
Hartz knocked one down from that corner.
30-second timeout. Oak Hill will take a 30-second timeout as well. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Twin City Auto Body, 1427 East Main in Gas City, 765-674-7733. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Friedenberg Court as we have 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Indians will have possession. Williams.
Indians had a quick 3-on-2, but Oak Hill collapsed and hustled down to make Mississinewa get back in their half-court offense.
Williams in the corner. Goes inside to Edwards, kicks it back out to Williams. Williams will go to Johnson.
Coach Cunningham's doing a little bit of subbing and got Edwards back in and Johnson back in.
Mix things up, try to.
Nice pass from Williams to Ulrich.
Yeah,
great take.
Yeah, you said it right. Great take. It's down and good, and he'll be at the line shooting one, so it's a plus for the Indians.
I think free throw shooting is going to be real important for both teams. They've been at the line quite a bit, and they're going to have to knock them down. Whoever team knocks the most down, I think they got a great chance to win.
Yeah, you know, every basketball fan knows free throws wins games.
Yeah, they kill you, they win for you, and they can sure make it hard for you if you don't make them.
Oak Hill will be on the
good hustle
floor.
by Carson.
The ball will be loose.
To bat it loose. I think Williams got the outlet.
Ulrich will waste some time here. Go to Campbell.
Looked like Campbell almost had Williams freed up, but then it collapsed on him. Travel called on the Indians.
Well, we have a quick minute, and I like to always give a shout out to our TribeTV crew here tonight. Seth Kashanik on the photography, Isaac Scott on the camera, Robert Jones on the computer, and as always, he is not here tonight, but Mr. Brooks Holloway, we thank you for all that you do for TribeTV to put us up here on games, and thank you to my partner. As we say that, Colton Edwards will try to go up, no good, but he is fouled. So
great play by Colton defensively. I mean, he kind of made an ill-advised move to that front of the basket, but he went hard to the basket, drew the foul, made a great play on defense. Good job, Colton.
Yeah, that's what the Indians want. They want Oak Hill to foul him, because when you're at the line, I mean, that's just really free opportunities there. We have Cree Young and Lucas Asbury check in for the Indians. We'll replace Carson Campbell and Keegan Williams. 36 seconds to play in the second quarter.
And I know Colton made that big mistake in the first half and made a turnover, but he made up for it, making a real strong play.
Yep. Well, the Golden Eagles will have possession here. 35 seconds to play in the second quarter. Oak Hill will work it around here.
Not much time left in this quarter. Let's see what the defense can step up here and get another turnover. Good defensive pressure by Johnson. Colton, another pickup.
Nice.
Another steal. Your coach kid coming off the bench and does that, that's really going to show a lot down the road.
Yeah, that just makes a coach feel happy.
Yeah.
It's a kid that you can trust, that he'll give all that he's got.
Yeah, and good defense. They kept Oak Hill from making another play, and it's Indians 2-point lead.
At the end of the third quarter, Indians 26, Golden Eagles 24. And again, at the varsity pregame show, if you're at home or wherever you're at, tweet your seat, hashtag TribeTV seat. And let's see where you're watching from. See if you're watching from out of state or you're just at home, nice and warm in front of the TV. We'll be back in 60. You're watching Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Sorry about that, Ryan.
No, you
keep my fat fingers off the board.
No,
sorry.
You're fine. The start of the fourth quarter, Indians up by 2.
I really like how Colton Edwards had come off the bench, made those mistakes in the first half, and he's playing really good defense right now.
Yeah, that's, you make mistakes, but that's not in his mind right now.
He's had 2 steals, have been playing the inside post pretty well.
Bucket was good by Mason McKinney. Indians will have possession. Johnson at the top of the key, works it to Young.
Ryan probably needs to throw an elbow at me because I talk over his play-by-play.
Oh, no, you are good. A deep 3 from the volleyball line by Cree Young is good.
Isn't that Chance Young's son?
Yeah, the one and only Chance Young.
Played for Alford at Manchester.
Yeah.
They got some bloodline there.
Yeah, that family is wrapped in.
Got a 3-point duel here.
Tell you what,
Oak Hill drops one.
It's 3-point shot after 3-point shot. It's all knotted up at 29 apiece. Young will go to Johnson. Johnson will work it around. He tries to get inside, goes to Ulrich. Ulrich thinks about a 3, and he's saying, well, I'm not, but Cree Young takes it, and it's no good. Johnson on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball, and it'll be a jump ball possession. Ole Miss.
Good hustle by Johnson. He had 2 Oak Hill kids on him, and he kept fighting for the ball. And
that's a great way to stick with it.
Yep. They're showing the guys off the bench are showing some good heart and toughness right now. As a coach, you love that when you got kids coming off the bench and showing that they want to play. And even though they're not starters, they're going to keep fighting for their team.
Yeah, they're going to give all they have. Yeah. Campbell will go to Young. Young will look. He'll take it inside, and it's swatted away.
I see the great Brennan Burbank down there with his stat sheet down there on the corner.
I tell you what, he's at junior high games and he's all on it.
He's a statistician personified, I'll tell you.
We could hire him for Tribe TV and he'll have stats for days for us.
Yeah, he really was critical of me. I saw him at Lance's the other day and he said, hey, quit talking about running at those games when you do the YouTube Tribe TV games. I said, well, that's just what I coach. But he loves to listen to the games. He said that we do a great job. He just didn't like my cross-country coaching tips and stuff. But it's all good. I love Brennan anyway.
Yeah, he could have stats for days for us.
Oh yeah, he's got a great memory and great with stats.
All work at the top of the key, works it around. Goes to Johnson. Johnson in the corner for three, and it's no good.
Close, but
yep.
Well, I guess it wasn't that close.
Yeah, well.
I thought it was a decent shot.
We like to say it's close, so it sounds better.
Yeah.
Keegan Williams will
you
check
at home
in for
could
the
see
Indians.
that, I guess.
Yeah.
Good switching by Williams. Got good footwork for a big guy.
He does.
Doing a good
he
job. Yeah.
Does, yep.
Sealing off the baseline. Okay, timeout Oak Hill.
30-second timeout Oak Hill. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 30-second timeout is brought to you by Mike Anderson Chevrolet. 119 East Main Street in Gas City. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Mississinewa Indians basketball live from Friedenberger Court. Well, welcome back to Friedenberg Court. I'm telling you what, Ian, the crowd is filing in a lot.
You can say what you want about JV, but this game is a good game. It's going to go
it
down
is.
to the wire. Tough, hard-nosed game, and there's nothing like having a Carson Campbell on your side.
Oh, Johnson will fake a three. Little lay kick there. Ulrich will go for three, and it is good. Nothing but the nylon.
Nice bomb by Ulrich. Help the Indians' momentum for this last quarter.
Yeah, if they want to come out on top, the energy has to be high for the Indians.
Yeah, and I think they're stepping it up. I like the defense, like the guys off the bench. They're coming in, doing a great job.
Especially from, the first half.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it'll be a foul. I do not know who it is on. Foul's on Indian number 10, Hayden Ulrich, and Coach Cunningham is saying, where was that at? So Coach Cunningham got a little talk with the official.
Okay, Keegan's got to play Peterson tough down that block. And he made him dish it back out to the outside. That's good.
Yeah, nice tip by Ulrich. Will force Oak Hill out of bounds.
If the Indians show that they can play the big guy tough, he may be more willing to dish it back out.
For sure. Yeah, he's saying right now, let me take it out.
Yeah.
But if you put more pressure on him, he's going to take it out. And as I say that, Oak Hill will go up, and they'll be at the line. It'll be good, and that would be by Cody Du Bois. And his two-point bucket is down and good, and he'll be at the line shooting one. Mississinewa Band is filing in.
I don't know how Ryan's doing it, but he can keep stats and do play-by-play. He's a good one. I'm trying, but I'm a day short, or a dollar short and a day late.
Nice pass to Williams.
Indians got real lucky there.
Yeah,
Peterson,
real
6'7" hands knocked it out. I think Mr. Bishop's in the house.
He is.
Kind of incognito, but I saw him come in.
Yep, got the hat pulled down. He doesn't want anybody to see him.
Yeah. Let's give his voice a break.
Yeah, his voice was gone. I can't remember exactly what game it was, but he had to stop halfway through the varsity contest because he could not talk.
Yeah, it's the game I listen to.
Campbell, think about a three. No, well, he said, well, let's take it, and it's no good.
good shot.
It was
open.
a good shot.
Put on the spot there with an open shot. Hey, the Indians got it back.
And the Indian bench is all fired up. Looks like it must have been tipped off of Oak Hill because the Indians have possession.
Little advised inbounds pass by Ulrich, but hopefully they can
Oak Hill will have possession here.
Gear up the intensity.
At the 3-minute mark.
I think he traveled. The ball went out on Oak Hill.
Yeah, you know, we both thought he traveled. It went out of bounds on Oak Hill, and the Indians will have possession.
Could have went on Carson, but I'm sure the Indians will take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
They'll take anything they can at this point.
And right now it's crunch time,
yes,
Ryan.
It is.
There's not much time left, and everybody's got to play smart and play turnover-free basketball.
Johnson will kick it to Campbell in the corner. He'll go to Ulrich. Ulrich for 3, and it is no good.
That
Rebound.
Pass to
Williams.
Yeah. Hey, missed.
It was a missed 3.
Ball.
But
we call it a nice pass, but
Johnson will think about a 3. No, goes back.
Nice
to
ball
Campbell.
movement by the Indians. Ryan.
Yeah,
they're doing a great job.
They're putting it inside. They're kicking it out. Like you said, great ball movement, and it forces a no-kill foul.
And they're making Oak Hill. They're making Oak Hill switch.
Yeah.
They're wearing them out down on their end of the court, and it's doing a great job.
Ulrich will take it out of bounds underneath the bucket for the Indians.
If you like hearing a clearing throat announcer, you'll love me tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my voice as clear as possible.
Everyone is getting sick at this time of the year.
It's a nasty time of year to get sick.
Campbell.
I really love watching Campbell take control of the offense. He does a great job.
He's just so fast.
As I say that, Indians have a turnover.
Looked like a travel when he got down, but to be a foul on the Indians.
Still anybody's ball game.
It is. It is. Free throw goes up, and it goes in.
I've got Hart's about 5 points. I'm not sure what you got, Ryan, but he had a 3. And
knocked
a couple free throws down. Knocked his 3rd one down.
Yep. So he'll have 6 points to my stat sheet. You know, I could be wrong, but
I think I actually got that one right.
Well, the Indians will have possession at the 2-minute mark in the 4th quarter and final quarter here at Mississinewa for the JV contest. Ulrich goes inside to Williams, goes to Ansel, and it's, taken away.
Lost the handle on that.
Yep.
Good defense by Carson.
Yeah,
no foul called. Good contact, but just good defensive play. Indians really need to really put up the intensity here because they're down by 1:36 to play. Another foul called.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Against the Indians.
You know, that's a little foul, I like to call them. Just keep the hands straight up. Hayden Ulrich's 4th foul for the Indians. The free throw goes up, and it's no good by Fox. So that'll be no good.
Yeah, I think you're not going to try to sacrifice Ulrich's foul trouble with 1:36 to play. Can't lose his quickness and speed and quarter range.
Second one goes up and no good.
Okay. See what they've got. I think that was it looked like to me a foul. I don't think the ref saw it that way. Looks like Carson got a lot of contact going to the ball.
Well, the whole Indians bench, they thought it was a foul. We thought it was a foul.
Well, the Indians got the ball back, so
that's the most important thing overall is the Indians have possession.
Keep it on the positive side of this, and hopefully the Indians can do the same. Nice interior pass by Williams. Oh, that's been good by Ansel. There's my play-by-play run over on Ryan.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, nice play.
And it's one-on-one. Ansel goes up, and it is good.
Oh, great play by Ansel. Big play. Both ends of the court.
Way to take it in strong.
Great athletic play by Ansel.
Not only do you Euro step really to take it up, but you.
I didn't think that last one was going in, right?
I didn't think so either.
We call that a circus shot, and it went in.
You take it up strong, and you are at the line shooting one for the Indians. That is huge.
Huge right now. 3-point lead, Ryan. 1:04 to go. Ansel can knock this 3 down. or knock this one free throw down, and they're going to be in good position.
And it is nothing but the nylon. It is 37-33. We are at the 1 minute mark.
And Coach Connor Cunningham shouting out to the defense to really, I thought he slipped.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I think the refs thought it was contact that caused the player to fall down.
Again, that's why we're up here and they're in the stripes, because we do not want that job.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
Some unhappy fans out there.
Yes, just a few. Okay, we'll have possession. 48
Good
seconds
D by
to play.
Ansel. Switch.
Nice
Good
waiting.
switch off.
A
Nice rebound.
Nice rebound. Nice rebound.
Be smart, Indians. I think the Indians weren't expecting the half-court trap, but the Indians got it across.
Ansel will go to Campbell to slow things down for the Indians here. 37 seconds. Lukey goes up. No good, but he is fouled. Well, he'll be fouled on the nose.
Lukey, yeah, got hit a little bit there. I think the shot was a little early, but hey, he got fouled.
He'll be at the line, show. It is a good JV game to announce here.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a great JV game.
No, there is not.
And we got a good crowd tonight.
Yes,
great
we do.
crowd for JV game. I expect even more from varsity.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this a lot. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about keys to victory for both teams, but most importantly, one team is going to come out with the win tonight for their first win of the season, so that'll be even better.
Yeah, it just gives confidence to the JV squad.
Second free throw is up and good. 22 seconds left. Indians 38, Golden Eagles 33.
Indians doing a great job playing tough defense. Hands in your face defense. The Indians are really bringing up the intensity.
Nice defense by Ansel, even though it was out on him to knock it out of bounds.
The Indians bench is hyped up. The coaches are encouraging. It looks good for the Indians to hold on here.
Yes, full timeout Oak Hill. Coach Brunner is not happy. We'll take a 60-second timeout. The 60-second timeout is presented by Turning Over a New Leaf, Flowers and Gifts, 313 West Main Street in Gas City. Back in 60, you're watching Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Friedenberg Court. Well, let's say this, 14 seconds to play. Indians are up 38-33. Let's see what Oak Hill can do here. They'll have possession, so the Indians need to play great D here. The Indians playing great D here, 10 seconds to play. They'll go for a deep three, and it is no good. Rebound, Oak Hill goes up, no good. Rebound, Oak Hill.
I think that was over the back.
Yeah, it looked like over the back.
But it looks like it's going to work out for the Indians.
30-second timeout. Mississinewa will take a 30-second timeout as well. Brought to you by Cafe Valley, 3701 South Adams Street in Marion. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Friedenberg Court.
Hey, I expect a lot of pressure from Oak Hill here. They got 3.4 to play. I don't think there's anything you can do about this loss. So
yeah, they fouled with, 1.8 seconds to play. Let's see if this foul's on.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty obvious here.
Carson can seal the deal here pretty easily.
Deep 7. Take a winger.
Campbell just needs to treat these like it's practice.
Yeah, I think
the Indians are up.
Great victory for the Indians JV squad. You know, I think they played really hard. The bench came off and played really hard. They ended the game with the starters. But nice thought by Lukey. And big victory by the Indians.
Yeah, a huge victory by the Indians on the State Farm Agent Dennis Road scoreboard. Indians 38, Oak Hill Golden Eagles 33. We'll take a break for halftime, and we'll have a special guest getting honored on the floor, so we'll let you see that. You're watching Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tri Sports Network with the varsity pregame show to come. The Indians wait to make their way onto Friedenberg Court for the first time tonight for their warm-ups. Indians are trying to capture their first victory of tonight's game, or well, for this season. First-year head coach James Reed leads these Indians into battle, knowing one thing and one thing only: they have to come up top tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's a big game for Mississinewa and Oak Hill, 0-3. It's the first conference game. You've got it at home. It's kind of, I mean, I know it's early, but it's do or die when you're at home. It's conference. You want to win.
And the Indians have made their way to Friedenberg Court. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with the varsity pregame show. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Head Indians coach James Reed and the Mississinewa Indians will welcome Kevin Rimbarger and the Oak Hill Golden Eagles to Friedenberg Court for tonight's CIC matchup. Tune in 60 seconds as we get the varsity pregame show underway. Let's head up to the Tri Sports booth with the broadcast crew live from Gas City.
Well, good evening, basketball fans, again, and welcome to Friedenberg Court, Mississinewa High School for tonight's varsity contest, the CIC contest, with the visiting the Oak Hill, Golden Eagles and the Mississinewa Indians. Again, welcome to Gas City for tonight's contest. I'm Ryan Scott, joined by me. Partner on the mic tonight is Ian Van Winkle. We'll have the call for the game tonight. Let's jump into some team stats here. A lot of stats here to cover in, 17 minutes. We should have enough time, but how our stats are, it might take up the whole time.
Yeah.
So let's look at team stat comparison for the Indians. And if then V-Dub will read Oak Hill's points per game for Mississinewa is 52. Rebounds per game for the Indians is 20. Assists per game for the Indians is 10. Steals per game for the Indians is 10. Blocks per game for the Indians is 6.
Okay, for Oak Hill, 43.3 points per game, 24.3 rebounds per game, 10.7 assists, 6.7 steals, and 1.7 blocks per game.
So let's take a look at the team leaders for both teams. We'll start off with the home team on the scoreboard, the Mississinewa Indians. Points per game is led by number 24, Anthony Horton, with 16 points per game. Rebounds per game is led by, let's put it this way. Fans wouldn't expect this name to come up for rebounds per game is by number 31, Cade Campbell, with 4.
Well, Ryan, if toughness was measured by height, he'd be about 8'10".
Yeah. Assists per game for the Indians is led by number 24, Anthony Horton, with 5. Steals per game is led by number 24, Anthony Horton, with 3. Blocks per game is led by number 22, Landon Swanner, with 3.
All right, for Oak Hill, their top point getter, Connor Cabe. I think probably that's the only guy left from that team that won the 2A state last year. He came off the bench a little bit. About the only experienced guy they have left. Yep. Connor Cabe also has 4 rebounds per game. Clay McCorkle, 2.7 assists per game. Taj Johnson with 2.3 steals per game. And Taj Johnson with 1 block per game.
So
there you go.
We can see that, the Indians mostly, they lead every category on this chart. The Indians are predicted by the Max Preps team by winning by 5. So we're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with some coaches' stats and more of the team stats. You're watching Mississinewa Indians pregame show on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to the Varsity pregame show presented by Max's Barbershop, 2370 East Main Street in Gas City, 765-674-8665. You need a fresh buzz. Is your hair getting long? Well, let's go ahead and go see Craig or Chad at Max's Barbershop, and they'll hook you right up. And let's jump into some of the, well, coaches' stats like we did with team stat comparison and team leaders. I'll read Mississinewa, and Ian will read the visiting team. Mississinewa Indians is led by first-year coach James Reed. He is 0-3, and like I just said, first season at the helm of the Mississinewa Indians, Class 3A, Sectional 23.
All right. Since the 93-94 season, both Indians have played the Golden Eagles 24 times total. Mississinewa trails 9-15. So,
yeah, that tells you something that anything can happen. Oak Hill is led by head coach Kevin Rimbarger in his 14th season at the Golden Eagles, 200-104. So he has his 200th win tonight, and let's jump into some other Central Indiana Conference opponents and schedules.
Yeah, there's a lot of games tonight in the CIC. Madison Grant is playing Elwood at home tonight, so we'll see how that comes out. And I think Eastbrook is playing Frankton at Frankton. That's a tough place to play.
Yes, it is. It's very
Frankton's
tough.
Been a perennial 1A, 2A power for 5 or 6 years and have a state title under their belt. Alexandria have Blackford at Hartford City and a matchup there. So that's what we got going on in the CIC tonight.
Yeah, it's some tough Central Indiana Conference teams, and jump, and sectional too.
Yeah, and Mississinewa's really had, Ryan, a really tough, I think, early schedule. I mean,
yes.
When you're playing a 4A Huntington North and lose to 6 points.
That tells you that they played decent.
Norwell is always decent.
Right.
And Mississinewa lost to them by 6. And, didn't lose too much to Northwestern. Northwestern has an outstanding athlete on their team. So they've had some tough games so far, but I think they've had a strong, if you can say that, 0-3 beginning to the season. I think they're ready for conference play. They've been battle tested, and I think they're ready for these county and CIC matchups that we're going to start seeing throughout the season.
Yeah, like you said, both teams come in tonight's matchup 0-3. Let me say that again, 0-3. Both teams are eager to get, their first win of the season. Well, we're going to take a 1-minute break and come back. We're going to talk about keys to victory for both teams to execute to be on top of the scoreboard tonight. You're watching Mississinewa Indians pregame show on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to the Varsity pregame show, and like we were talking about earlier, if you're at home or wherever you're at, we want to see where you are at. If you're at home, if you're at work, or, well, you're in another state, use hashtag TribeTV and we'll give you a shout out. And our first one of tonight's game is by Mr. Brooks Holloway, watching the Indians in the recovery seat as he is healing from his sickness. well, the past about a week. So we thank Mr. Brooks Holloway for all he does, and we hope he is getting better. Again, he is watching the Indians from his recovery seat. Let's jump into keys to victory. I'm going to start off first with the Indians. You have to execute. You have to get inside.
Yeah, I think that's going to be key to them, and I think the Indians are going to have to use their speed and quickness and strength. It's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, and for the Indians, you have to play defense, really.
Yeah, I mean, like we saw in the JV game, that's key. I think both teams played really good defense. I think the Indians really stepped it up at the end of the half. I'd like to see the varsity take a hint from the JV that defense is going to win games, and it looked really like that was the key to the JV victory.
That's for sure, and we're going to take another 30-second break and come back with more Indians action. This is Mississippi Indians basketball on the Tri Sports Network. Welcome back to the varsity pregame show here on Friedenberg Court. Now joins me now is, Mr. Douglas from the News Herald. And, sir, it's great to have you here tonight.
It's good to be here, man. Really excited. This is a game I've had circled all week. Doesn't get much better than Friday night basketball in Grant County. I don't think there's two bigger rivals than Oak Hill and Mississinewa. Big-time game tonight. Two teams 0-3 looking for their first win, and it's a conference game. We know how important that is going down the road. So going to be a big game and a good game tonight. Yeah,
especially for, a CIC contest. And, any sport in Grant County, and especially Oak Hill, it is a rival tonight.
It is a rivalry, not just with Mississinewa and Oak Hill, all five schools in this county. You want to throw Eastbrook, Marion, throw Madison Grand there. These schools play each other, they know each other, and they play each other hard. Now, again, you're looking at two 0-3 teams, but these are two teams that are very well coached and have been close in every game they've played. It's like I said, tonight's going to be a titanic battle between these two teams tonight.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the atmosphere here cannot get any much.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want. It's a conference game. It's Friday night. You want it packed. You want to have your fans. You want to have opposing fans. Basketball in Indiana is a big deal. I'm not from Indiana originally, and I've learned in my few years here that Indiana and basketball, it's a big deal here. So it's going to be a great game, and the atmosphere, I'm not surprised by it at all.
Yeah, you don't have Friday night football anymore. So what's the best way to spend basketball on a Friday night?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us here in the booth, and have a great game.
It's always a pleasure to come and talk to you guys at TribeTV. You guys keep up the good work. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Douglas from the News Herald.
He knows his stuff.
I tell you what, he's probably got down there with WBAT. He's probably sitting right beside him. He's got about a stack of stats for tonight's game. He knew exactly what the Indians and Oak Hill have to do. Well, for Oak Hill, I'm going to add on some, keys to victory. Is for the Oak Hill Golden Eagles, it's simple. I'm going to put it like this. You have to stop Mississinewa's defense tonight.
Yeah, I think Oak Hill, I don't really know what we're going to see with Oak Hill because they lost so many starters from last year's state team. They lost a ton of seniors. They have a few people back from that, and just a lot of underclassmen and some upperclassmen with not a lot of experience at the varsity level. So I'm not sure what we're going to see. I think we're going to see a hard-fought battle. I think they're athletic. I just think they're on talent level as a basketball sense. I think Mississinewa has a little bit of an edge tonight.
Yeah, and before we, it's 5 minutes in that the pregame show went by fast tonight for sure. Again, the pregame show was brought to you by Max's Barbershop. Hey, if your hair getting a little long, well, go see Craig or Chad at Max's Barbershop, and they will hook you right up. 5 minutes away. One last word until we send it over to Kurt McCollum with the starting lineups. The national anthem brought to you by the Mississinewa Band is one thing and one thing only, and I'm speaking for both teams. Their focus is here tonight. They have to win tonight. Both teams coming in 0-3.
It's must win.
Yeah, well, we are 4 minutes away. We're going to take this 4-minute break and come back with the starting lineups and the national anthem. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball pregame show on the Tribe Sports Network.
Good evening, basketball fans. Mississippi Principal Steve Quatter, Assistant Principals Andy Resch and Chad Cruz, and Athletic Director Chance Young would like to welcome you to Greenberg Court in Mississinewa High School for game number 3 of tonight's feature with the CIC contest between the visiting Oak Hill Golden Eagles and your Mississinewa Indians. Sportsmanship is a top priority in the CIC of Mississinewa High School. Your mission of this athletic event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by these student athletes. Please give these athletes your encouragement and support. Efforts to applaud the talents of all participants is greatly appreciated. Booing, taunting, or intimidating officials, coaches, or athletes is unacceptable and unsportsmanlike. This time, the Mississinewa Crimson Pride Band will honor America with the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Mrs. Andrea Van Hoff.